Celebrating Monday.
Happy Monday, guys. It's time for your midday fix of fast and spicy time.
From breaking headlines to backroom whispers.
Also hot and fresh. Happy Monday, y'all. I'm Monique Tuzon-Basi.
I'm Ferdi Salvador. Glad to have you with us.
I'm Mai Rodriguez. This is the Daily Dish.
And I'm Chal Lontoc. Join us in the next hour and a half for the news meets the stories that matter to you.
It's the last week of February, guys.
Already? Oh,
February,
wow.
no, March will be here.
Was there a
before you know
Feb?
it.
Right?
What February?
What February?
Because, well, a lot of things happened. It was like the big Valentine's Day, Chinese New Year, and
Lent,
all,
Ramadan,
all these
all
things
of these
happening
things,
in one
yeah.
month. Imagine.
Yes,
It's
Prince
a lot of
Andrew,
Feb.
Epstein. There's a lot of
Next thing we
news.
know, it's going to be December soon. We're going to be counting down till Christmas
Christmas.
already.
We should actually have a mid-year countdown.
Actually, we should. Anyway, guys, you know, this weekend I was obsessed. My mental health was balanced and mixed because of the baby monkey. I don't know if you guys have seen him all
Yes.
over your Instagram.
I saw that.
Punch at the Ichikawa Zoo. So he's a macaque
yeah.
monkey. I don't know how to say it correctly. So he was abandoned by his mom when he was born back in July. And so the zookeepers gave him an orange orangutan stuffy. So that's his mom.
They look
and
alike.
He's been cuddling that, and so they're trying to integrate him now with the other macaque monkeys.
But it's not happening.
But he's been getting bullied, and some people saying he's starting to get adopted by the monkeys. But then there's also clips showing him getting bullied. So guys, I've been a roller
Like they're
coaster.
pulling him. I saw them like
And they're pushing him.
pulling him and pushing him and pulling him around
So
like
my
in
weekend
circles.
was literally a roller coaster of emotion.
That's
Just
interesting.
Googling Punch. Like, I want to take Punch home.
And
I did
IKEA
not
actually
know.
posted about this
Yeah.
because is the plush actually
plush is
from
from
IKEA?
IKEA.
Oh,
Thank
that's
you for
why.
telling me the backstory. I did not know the
Yeah.
story of behind this stuffed toy. The
So that's
comfort
why,
toy.
like, if you see the zookeepers when they come in the pen, the zoo pen of where the monkeys are, Punch literally runs to them and grabs on their leg, and they try to feed him, but he's scared. He's like, "Please take me home." And I also read online, for the zookeepers or any humans to adopt him, it's gonna be worse for him. You have to really integrate him with
yeah.
the other
Yes,
monkeys. So
yes.
Punch just has to go through
But
that.
you know what? I can
I
see
love
here,
him.
like the sales of that plushie is gonna go
Oh, it
skyrocket.
has. It has.
Already. Okay, well,
yeah.
talking about money, guys. Hailey Bieber donated $20,000 to the GoFundMe account of
Eric Dane, the Grey's Anatomy star, the star of Euphoria as
McSteamy.
well, who just passed
McSteamy,
away.
I
The legendary
you're still,
McSteamy.
are you over it? Or
Mai's
you
been
still
crying.
affected?
Yes, she's been watching
Yeah.
and
No, I was
crying.
messaging you guys in
Yeah.
our group chat. It's just hitting me because all of a sudden, all these clips of McSteamy, McDreamy, and you guys, I grew up with this show. They're
Right.
like my family, if you could understand. Imagine watching it for 20 years, and then suddenly this guy, my favorite,
Well, if
one of my favorite characters there has passed away. So anyway, there's a GoFundMe campaign for his family because
Why is there a GoFundMe campaign? I'm sorry, can you educate me? Because I know from the previous unfortunate passing of what's his
Dawson's
name from
Creek.
Dawson's
I
Creek.
forgot his name, but
also
It was to
there's
help
a
the
fund for
family,
him
Yes.
as well.
So did he need does the family need
Yes,
assistance?
because for such a disease, like a terrible disease like ALS,
ALS,
and also
yeah.
for, I think, the Dawson's Creek actor also suffered
is it-
from
his name's James,
cancer. From, I think it's colorectal cancer.
Yes.
This is such a disease that takes a toll not only on the one who suffers the disease, but also the family, especially if it's a long drawn out disease. There's so many things that goes into healthcare, personal nurses that
You mean,
care for.
I hope he has
the
royalties
victim.
from the show.
Well, not just that, he actually is out right now in Netflix, and a lot of people are talking about it because it was his last final
saw
words
that. I was
to his
Yeah.
family, to his kids in particular. So that made a lot of impact as
Also
well.
a groundbreaking show, The Last Final Words. That's
Yeah.
hosted by the partner of Gwyneth Paltrow.
oh wow.
Okay, well,
Well,
to
and-
better news,
and
we got
lighter
the lighter
news.
news.
Ciao.
In better news, there is Sagrada Familia in Barcelona, and it's nearing its structural completion.
I know, isn't that cool?
Finally!
On our way.
Just so you guys know, it's been 114 plus years that we've been trying to finish this. It won't still be completed
Yeah.
like complete for another maybe until 2030. But at
That's
least
not
the major
so far. That's 4 years.
4 years from now. But the major structures like Jesus Christ, the head,
The
basically
steeple and the cross, and they've already
Exactly.
capped it off.
Perfect,
Yeah.
right? So it's just going to be the details that is left. So to people who have been traveling to Spain, I know you've been seeing Sagrada Familia through these years and how it's being built. Oftentimes it's covered in one part
Yes.
because there'd be structures, or
But honestly,
scaffoldings.
I've been to Barcelona a couple of times, but I've never been close to the Sagrada.
Maybe because
I
you
know.
knew this day would happen, that it would be finally
Yeah, you
built.
have to
Just
go when it's
waiting for it to
complete.
be completed.
Do you guys want to pull your miles and give me something?
And then go to Sagrada Familia for
so I
that
can see it
photo.
before
The
it's
Daily Dish
complete.
can all go there.
So yay
All
to
right.
that. Yay
We
for
have a packed show
2026.
Okay.
today. Today, we were having the head coach of Surfista Siargao, Elaine Abonal.
I
She's
can't
gonna be
wait
here
to
with
meet
us.
her.
Also, Filipino Canadian R&B singer Pino
Pino's
is going
in
to
the
share
house,
with
yeah.
us his new single.
Yeah, we have a jam-packed show.
All cool
Jam-packed
people on
Monday.
this cool show.
Let's do this.
Also,
but
lots of
Mai,
things happening in the news, so let's get to the headlines. In today's headlines, all is set for today's confirmation of charges hearing for former President Rodrigo Duterte. Pinky Webb and Kevin Manalo will give us the latest from The Hague in the Netherlands. The local government of Montalban and the DENR are looking into the collapse at a sanitary landfill in Rizal following reports of mass casualties. Newly installed NBI Director Melvin Matibag vows no politics under his leadership. And later, we'll speak with Surfista Siargao head coach Elaine Abonal on life on the island. We'll also have Filipino Canadian R&B singer Pino on his latest single. All eyes will be on the International Criminal Court in a few hours as it begins the confirmation of charges hearing of former President Rodrigo Duterte. Our Pinky Webb is reporting live from The Hague in the Netherlands. Pinky, tell us, what can we expect today?
We are standing in front of the International Criminal Court, where the hearings on the confirmation of charges of former President Rodrigo Duterte will take place. The hearing on Monday will begin at 10 a.m. local time. That's 5 p.m. there in the Philippines, with a 30-minute delay for those who will be watching on the social media pages of the ICC. What to expect on Monday's hearing would be the reading of the charges and the opening statements coming from the prosecution, the CLRVs, or the common legal representatives of the victims, and also, of course, the defense. Again, former President Rodrigo Duterte has waived his right to appear before the ICC pre-trial Chamber 1 for the confirmation of charges on him. Reporting live from The Hague, Pinky Webb for the Bilyonaryo News Channel.
Pinky Webb from The Hague in the Netherlands. Supporters and critics of former President Duterte are gathering at The Hague to monitor the progress of his case. Kevin Manalo joins us live also from The Hague in the Netherlands. Kevin, what did both parties say?
We have seen supporters from both camps, the pro-Duterte and critics led by human rights activists. Duterte loyalists hail from different parts of Europe, including Germany, Switzerland, and the UK. They pray that the former president will be set free, hoping that the evidence against him are insufficient. They believe that these actions against their Tatay Digong is nothing but politically motivated. For critics and human rights activists, they believe that Duterte deserves to be locked up in jail for good, as the co-perpetrator in the extrajudicial killings which led to thousands of deaths in the Philippines. Both camps will fiercely watch as the confirmation of charges hearings unfold. Reporting live from The Hague, I'm Kevin Manalo for Bilyonaryo News Channel.
Kevin Manalo there joining us from The Hague in the Netherlands. Pinky Webb was able to interview one of the legal representatives of the victims, Attorney Gilbert Andres, and former President Duterte's lead defense lawyer, Attorney Nicholas Kaufman, still at The Hague in the Netherlands as to their preparations for today's hearing. Let's listen in.
How confident are you about defending the former president?
For me, it's a privilege to defend him because I believe him. I believe him, and my job is to attack the sufficiency of the evidence. And I've seen the evidence, I've learned the evidence, I've been learning it for the last year, unlike the victims' representatives who will be appearing tomorrow, who rolled up last week. I'm not sure they've even been able to access the evidence, but anyway, they'll be saying their piece tomorrow. We're prepared.
So, nakahanda ko dito kami sa sabihin ko. At syempre, meron pa kasi kayong mga last minute eh. So, yun din po yung rehay na ron po yung mga last minute. So, yun po yung mga challenges.
And are you ready for using the defense? How the defense will defend the former president?
Yes, we're also ready na. Kasi importante po yun for the closing statement. Kasi ang closing statement po, rebuttal po sa po ano man po sinabi ng defense. Kaya nabandawin po lang kami na talagang tinira nilatisin po kung ano po magiging defense.
As of now, I'll just give a range. It's between 400 to 500, but we will give the specific number on Monday during the opening statement. There's actually no expectation for the admitted victims to be physically present during the confirmation of charges. Why? Because there's actually a security risk, and we know that the context here, the charged crimes are actually international crimes. That's the reason why the chamber appointed the common legal representative for victims.
Implementing arrest warrants concerning international jurisdiction will always be political. That's according to the former dean of the FEU Institute of Law, Attorney Mel Santamaria. On Bilyonaryo news channels at the forefront, he says it remains up to the leadership of the requested state to enforce warrants of arrest issued by the ICC. This as the minority bloc in the Senate recently filed a resolution to protect Filipinos against, quote, extraordinary rendition and guarantee reasonable time prior to surrender or extradition. The move comes after Senators Bato de la Rosa and Bongo were named as co-perpetrators in FPRRD's war on drugs.
Sa tingin ko, ICC warrant of arrest will totally depend on the cooperation of a country state, of the requested state. So depende yan, highly political rin yan, kung sino maluluklok dyan in the future. Magko-cooperate ba siya o hindi? Yun ang tanong dyan. That will always be the question.
Meanwhile, Attorney Santamaria points out that FPRRD's confirmation of charges hearing before the ICC is 5 months overdue. He notes that the Duterte camp has been filing motions to delay the case.
Dapat tapos na tayo nung September, di ba? September dapat yung
confirmation.
Yes, yung
of
confirmation.
charges.
Talagang sa gitna noon, ang daming mga sinusog, mga mungkahi ng abogado nila. Pinagbibigyan. And there you are, that is due process. Nakikita natin, may due process dito.
Pero may mga
ang sabi nga ng iba,
yeah.
ang sabi nga ng iba, overdue process.
Yeah.
FPRRD's hearing is set to open today before the ICC Pre-Trial Chamber 1. Political analyst Malu Tequia says former President Rodrigo Duterte was unaware of his daughter's early announcement of her presidential bid. Speaking on BNC's The Spokes, Tequia said only VP Sara Duterte's mother knew of the plan. She also called the vice president's strategy a, quote, Queen's Gambit hybrid, a bold play to flip the political game.
Ang sabi po ni Joey Salceda, the former congressman, misguided daw yung early announcement.
Hindi siya misguided kasi calibrated. I would say it's a Queen's Gambit hybrid. Kasi talagang inilaan niya yung sarili niya, di ba, impeachment.
Yeah, you move the Queen.
Oo, inilaan niya yung sarili niya, o sige, iibahin ko yung framing, iibahin ko yung arena. Sa arena ng impeachment, defendant siya. sa arena ng 2028, frontrunner siya.
Yes,
Hindi ko sinasabing panalo, ha? Kaya nga ako, I'm very conservative when I run campaigns. I always define my candidate as losing.
Tikia also believes VP Sara holds a stronger mass appeal compared to former Vice President Leni Robredo and Senator Risa Ontiveros for the 2028 presidential race.
Sabi ko, sa tingin ko, hindi handa ang Pilipinas ng dalawa. Patriarchal pa rin.
Yes.
Diba? Lalo na when it
Balance
goes to the
parati
local
rin,
government.
Yes.
Uy, macho ang kon nila. Ang pag tinignan mo kasi si Inday Sara, may part ng gender qualities ng lalaki. Biro mo, nanuntok. Oh, di ba yan ang ating unang tingin nationally? Uy, sino yan nanuntok na yan? Di ko siya kilala. No? Sino yan? Ba't nanuntok?
Ang bata pa niya.
Bata pa. Si Lenny naman, hindi nanununtok. Si Risa, hindi nanununtok. So nakita ng tao yung glare ng public na, uy, gusto ko yan, pinaglaban kami, ba't nanuntok? Eh, pag nalaman mo yung dahilan, talaga manununtok ka.
In other news, newly appointed NBI Director Melvin Matibag has addressed key issues following his formal assumption of his duties at the agency. Andrea Salve is on the phone for the details. Andrea, go ahead.
My newly installed NBI Director Melvin Matibag has given his assurance that politics has no place and will never have a place in his leadership of the government's premier investigative agency. He stressed that public service must remain impartial regardless of who appoint him to the post. Matibag vowed there will be no sacred cows under his watch, echoing President Bongbong Marcos's directive for accountability amid corruption issues hounding the administration. In his speech, he said he intends to help the government rebuild public trust by continuing the pursuit of so-called big fish, not only in the flood control scandal, but also in other high-profile cases. His appointment drew public interest due to his previous roles as acting cabinet secretary under the Duterte administration and as Secretary General of the Duterte-led party, PDP Laban. Matibag has since left the party after his wife, Laguna Representative Ann Matibag, moved to Lakas CMD. In late September 2024, Director Matibag filed a disbarment case against former Duterte spokesperson Harry Roque following the release of the controversial Polvoron video and allegations linking Roque to illegal pogo operations in Porac, Pampanga. Roque was among the first to react to Matibag's appointment, describing it as a reward for filing the disbarment case. But for his part, Matibag said everyone is entitled to their opinion, but emphasized that any criticism should be based on his performance as a public servant and not on legal actions he took prior to his appointment. Earlier today, the NBI formally turned over its leadership from Attorney Angelito Magno to Attorney Melvin Matibag. Mai.
Thank you, Andrea Salve, reporting. A strong word from Senator Panfilo Lacson over the ongoing word war among lawmakers and officials regarding the West Philippine Sea. The senator said it's unimaginable for lawmakers to publicly clash over territory that is clearly part of the country. Hannah T is live from the Senate with the details. Hannah.
My Senate President Pro Tempore Ping Lacson says it's ugly and damaging for the country when Filipino lawmakers end up fighting each other over Philippine territory, especially on a sensitive issue like the West Philippine Sea. The Senate earlier adopted a controversial resolution condemning the statements of the Chinese embassy against Philippine government officials, which led to sharp exchanges in Senate plenary. Lacson said he cannot imagine any parliament in the world where lawmakers publicly clash with one another over territory that they all know belongs to their own country or falls within its exclusive economic zone. He stressed that before engaging any foreign embassy, senators must first ensure clear communication and unity among themselves. Possible talks with the Chinese embassy surfaced following a series of sharp exchanges among lawmakers. Lacson made it clear that any potential engagement with the embassy does not mean surrendering territory or bowing to China. He said the purpose of the proposed talks, which he suggested after Chinese Ambassador Jing Quan expressed willingness to dialogue, is simply to establish clear lines of communication and to avoid escalating fiery exchanges, particularly on social media. He also praised the initiative of new chairman of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, Senator Erwin Tulfo, for meeting with officials of the Chinese embassy. Lacson called this a move in the right direction and said the outcome of that meeting may be reported to the full Senate during a caucus. Mai Lacson is also dealing with a separate controversy, this time involving Senator Rodante Marcoleta, who has threatened to file an ethics complaint against him. The threat stems from a video clip posted on Lacson's official social media page, which Marcoleta claims was spliced to create the impression that he was advocating the giving up of the Kalayaan Island group to China. Lacson has flatly denied the accusation, saying the video merely replayed Marcoleta's own statements made during a Commission on Appointments hearing, and that no splicing or alteration has actually took place. He said the clip was simply shortened due to the length of the original exchange. Despite this, Mai Lacson says Marcoleta has the right to file an ethics complaint. Mai?
Well, the bickering indeed has gone very public and very heated. Hannah, has Senator Marcoleta responded to this?
Mai, so far we've yet to hear from Senator Marcoleta, and we're also expecting a caucus here at the Senate this afternoon. It is targeted na madiscuss nga itong nasabing West Philippine Sea, at kasama na rin doon yung matagalang absences nga ni Senator Bato de la Rosa. And if you can recall, nag-surface na rin itong suggestion na baka posibleng mawalan muna ng sweldo itong si Senator de la Rosa. Pero so far, aantabayan na natin kung tuloy itong aksyon ng Senate na ito at kung matutuloy nga itong caucus ngayong hapon. Back to you, Mai.
Thank you for the update, Hannah T, reporting live from the Senate. Days after a sanitary landfill collapsed in Montalban, Rizal, the local government has finally addressed the tragedy. Survivors say up to 50 people could be buried under the mountain of trash. On the line is Ian Maghanoy for the details. Ian, what's the latest?
Yes, Mai, at least 3 scavengers went missing following the collapse of a sanitary landfill in Montalban, Rizal on February 20. Mayor retired General Ronnie Evangelista confirmed. This came after 2 survivors earlier claimed that as many as 50 people were casualties in the landfill collapse. In a statement late Sunday, the LGU said it tapped the Department of Environment and Natural Resources Environmental Management Bureau to conduct an immediate investigation into the matter. The agency responded by directing Green Leap Solid Waste Management Incorporated to comply with environmental safety standards. Provincial Governor Nina Inares, on the other hand, clarified that Green Leap Solid Waste Management Incorporated operates privately. For now, the entrance gate of Green Leap Solid Waste Management Incorporated remains closed amid continuing search and retrieval operations and an ongoing probe. It may be recalled that private firm denied the claim of massive casualties from the incident as earlier alleged by the survivors. An urban poor group called Kadamay staged a candle lighting protest last night at the entrance gate of the Green Leap Solid Waste Management Incorporated in light of the incident. Mai?
Ian, how is the local government responding to claims of mass casualties at the dump site?
Mai, the LGU has turned over the investigation to the DENR, describing that the incident as a matter of a national concern. Mai?
All right, Ian Maghanoy reporting. Thank you. It's been almost a year since former President Rodrigo Duterte was arrested and brought before the International Criminal Court for alleged crimes against humanity. Joash Malimban takes a look back at what transpired since then.
Your concern is human rights. Mine is human lives.
March 11, 2025 is now etched in Philippine history. It was the day the government surrendered its former president, Rodrigo Roa Duterte, to an international tribunal. At around 9 in the morning, a plane carrying FPRRD landed at the Manila International Airport from Hong Kong, where he had met with several OFW communities. Upon arrival, personnel from the Philippine National Police, along with representatives from Interpol, arrested Duterte.
Sabihin niyo kung saan siya dalahin.
He was then brought to Villamor Air Base in Pasay City to await a chartered Learjet that would take him to The Hague in the Netherlands.
You are placing under arrest issued by the ICC for crimes against humanity.
Despite criticism from supporters of the Duterte family, the administration maintained that the move was done in accordance with the law.
Former President Duterte's arrest and transfer to The Hague is a long overdue victory against impunity that could bring victims and their families a step closer to justice. Adding that, this momentous event sends a message to human rights abuses everywhere that one day they could be held to account.
Legal challenges were filed by the children of FPRRD before the Supreme Court.
Merong kailangang prosesong sundin. Kailangan bigyan mo ng pagkakataon yung accused na sagutin yung complaint at patunayan na hindi siya dapat ma-extradite sa bansa na nag-request sa kanya.
And was also brought up in the Senate.
Since when did the Philippines become a province of The Hague? Kung kaya nilo itong gawin sa isang dating pangulo, sino na lang ang susunod? If they can march into our house and take one of our own, what stops them from doing it again?
Amid competing narratives, the question remains, why was former President Rodrigo Duterte arrested?
The cases that we are speaking about were filed by their families in the ICC because they could not get justice in the country. I think that's one thing that nobody wants to acknowledge, is that there was a failure of our justice system for a long time.
Duterte is facing allegations of crimes against humanity in connection with alleged widespread and systemic extrajudicial killings during his administration's bloody war on drugs. The covered period includes the time when he served as mayor of Davao City and later as president of the Philippines, when the country was still a part to the Rome Statute. 3 counts of crimes against humanity have been filed against the former president. The first count involves alleged murders in or around Davao City, linked to the so-called Davao Death Squad, which he allegedly led. The second count covers alleged murders of high-value targets during his term as president. And the third involves alleged murders and attempted murders during barangay clearance operations, more commonly known as Oplan Tukhang.
Yung charges na ito, una, crimes against humanity in the acts of murder at may dinagdag na attempted murder. Ibig sabihin, hindi pa pasok o hindi pa kasama sa kaso ni Duterte sa ngayon ang pagkulong, ang pag-torture at saka yung sinasabing rape na inaplayan ng prosecutor dun sa warrant of arrest.
Today, the first session of the confirmation of charges hearing will be held in the International Criminal Court. During this proceeding, the defense, the prosecution, and the legal representatives of the victims will present their arguments and allegations. As supporters continue to call for the former president's return to the country, families of those killed in the war on drugs hold on to the possibility of justice for their loved ones. Joash Malimban, Bilyonaryo News Channel.
The U.S. Supreme Court rules Donald Trump's sweeping global tariffs unlawful, forcing him to revise rates to 15%. Tariffs on steel, aluminum, and automotive products remain in place. On BNC's Business 360, RCBC Chief Economist Michael Ricafort notes positive effects for emerging markets, with the Philippine peso and stock market gaining momentum.
The U.S. is pushing ahead with a new global tariff regime. What does this mean specifically for us?
It's good for emerging markets. We have seen the reaction since late Friday. That's a U.S. time zone. And even this morning, we have seen a stronger peso at 57.90 levels. It's the strongest in more than 4.5 months since early October. And we have also a stronger stock market. It's now at 6,500 levels. That's the highest since July 14, or in more than 7 months. So that effectively erased all the losses since the SONA, when the president himself exposed the anomalous flood control project. So it should be good for emerging markets because the U.S. Supreme Court named as or ruled against Trump's global tariffs, particularly the reciprocal tariffs and those tariffs pertaining to fentanyl. So bottom line, Trump cannot weaponize tariffs anymore.
Coming up next, we ride the waves with Elaine Abonal of Surfista Siargao as she talks about family, surfing, and building a life rooted in island passion. Stay tuned. The Daily Dish will be right back.
Welcome back. Joining us today is a surfer, mentor, and community builder who has helped grow the surfing scene in Siargao through passion, discipline, and heart.
And as the head coach of Surfista Siargao, she continues to inspire many, balancing family life while chasing waves and empowering others to do the same. Please welcome to the show via Zoom, Elaine Abonal. Hi, Elaine!
Mabuhay, Elaine!
Mabuhay! Thank you so much for having me in your show.
Oh, thank you for joining us all the way from Siargao. Of course, you know, a lot of people follow you online. And
yes,
we know you have given a lot of influence by not just teaching people about surfing, but also creating a community back there. So tell us, how did you start your journey with surfing?
First of all, thank you for the kind words. I'm very flattered and very honored. Like, I didn't do it all by myself. So I started surfing 20 years ago. So more than 20 years ago, 2002, which is more than 20 years ago. And surfing was such a new sport in the Philippines. Nobody knew what surfing was. And actually, I started surfing in La Union, which was close to Manila. I was still a student in Ateneo and University. And yeah, I started surfing there and fell in love with surfing. And after I experienced such good things about how surfing has changed my life, how I've met so many different kinds of people through surfing, I wanted to have something that let me work, earn money, that has something to do with surfing, so I could keep surfing. So I started Surfista Travels. It started as Surfista Travels, and it was one of the first surf tours in the country. And I would bring people from Manila first, all the way to La Union, and experience what surfing was about, or what a surf weekend was all about. And then I started to go around the Philippines. So first La Union, and then Baler, and then Siargao. So I would go around the Philippines, inviting Filipinos and foreigners to the Philippines, and then eventually I wanted to settle down in one place in the Philippines. And if you've been to Siargao, I don't know if you've been to Siargao, but Siargao
I have been to Siargao. I love Siargao, and I want to go back.
Yeah, you have to come back and let me know so we can surf together.
Definitely. We're gonna go. I did surfing before, and I super enjoyed it. Have you surfed?
Yes, I've gotten to stand up, and that's about it.
Same. We're in the baby waves.
Where, in Siargao?
Yes, in Siargao.
Cloud 9, right? Cloud 9 is the place.
Yeah, that's good to know. So yeah, I ended up surfing in Siargao and settled here, and now I'm here with my husband and daughter, and yeah, continuing surfing, hopefully for the rest of my life.
I love what you're doing, Elaine. Your life is so fun, and we follow you on Instagram, so everybody kind of knows everything that happened to you from start to finish. But you know, with Surfista Siargao, what you're doing, what kind of culture do you want to bring and intentionally make by putting up Surfista in Siargao?
Thank you. I want to follow you also, but thank you for that.
Okay, later, girl, after the show.
It's okay. I was wondering who gave my name for the show, and they said the host. I'm like, oh, that's so awesome. So anyway, for Surfista Siargao, I just really want to, by example for myself, one, show how beautiful the Philippines is, because not a lot of people realize that there is surfing in the Philippines, that the Filipinos are great people, and that we have really good surf instructors. And second, I want to promote, or like my advocacy is empowering women, and especially Filipino women, through surfing, through being proud of who they are and their skin color, because as you know, surfers become morena or tan, and I want that to be something that we Filipinos are proud of and not ashamed of. And yeah, just more like a more empowered, proud culture of Filipinos, and especially the girls or the women.
Yeah, 100%. I'm trying to be a surfer so I can be tan. I love that color.
What is it that you call once you start surfing and it gets to you, once you start feeling it?
You're stoked.
There, you're stoked. There we go. You mentioned about us, following you. Mo mentioned it, but also one of our co-hosts here, Ferdi Salvador, follows you as well and has mentioned that, seeing your family life is also part of the enjoyment that people gets from you, because what we know about Siargao is mostly about surfing, travel, but you have actually embedded your life growing up, well, not just growing up, but building a family right there. Tell us about the scene right now in Siargao, because many years back, of course, you guys were hit with typhoons, several things, and then the pandemic. How is it right now?
Right now, compared to like 5 to 10 years ago, I would say Siargao is booming. It's very popular. A lot of foreign tourists are coming here. And it wasn't like when I started where it was hard to get to, there were no places to stay. Now it's become easier, not just for the young travelers or young surfers, but also for families. So you're gonna see a lot more parents, a lot more families with little kids, even seniors, like people bringing in their parents. And it's changed a lot. And for me, actually, my world of Siargao, like as you said, it's changed so much, and social media has different ways of showing Siargao. Besides the surfing, there's a lot more partying and like a lot of stuff that young tourists do. But since I did like grow up here and I am raising a family, I'm not really exposed to that world. I'm in bed by 8, so I bring my daughter to school. We just have like a typical, the normal family life, but just on an island. And yeah, we're closer to nature, surfing, just a simple life in Siargao.
I love that simple life. Elaine, one thing I love about your posts on Instagram, you're very real with your followers. And one of my favorite posts that you posted was when you talked about how you lost thousands of followers when you switched from becoming a single surfing woman to finally a mom and showing your family, your daughter at 6 years old. How was that switch, and how did you change your mindset when you lost all those followers? How did you rebuild your life and basically rebrand yourself on social media?
It's so weird because like I started social media when social media started. So like Instagram started in 2012.
You were a pioneer.
Yeah, I just really love taking photos and videos and sharing about surfing. And like I was just probably one of the first ones sharing about surfing in the Philippines in Siargao, and that helped Surfista a lot. And that was what I was known for, the surfer girl, the Filipina surfer girl, the surf coach. And when I did become a mom, like I was worried that, I did, like I said, I lost thousands of followers, and it was exhausting, to be honest. If you've been like on social media for that long, it's exhausting to put the same thing every day. You're gonna run out of ideas, and it's fake now when you just want to stick to one persona when in fact you're somebody else. So I just got tired of it, and I said, you know what? Like there's so many people now. There's so many surfer girls to follow on social media that I don't want to be just one of them. I just want to keep doing what I do, and that's why I share more personal or more vulnerable posts. And gladly, a lot of people resonate with it. And I said that, motherhood is who I am now. Well, it's not completely who I am. Surfing was always there, but I should not be ashamed of the change. I should not be ashamed of being proud to be a mom, because I can still be a mom. I can still be a surfer. I can still be fun, but I still can be like safe and protective of surfer, young surfers. I can be all of that, and I don't have to be defined by one thing. So
Best of both worlds.
yeah, I just realized that by sharing that, I get to connect with more real people also, because it's really exhausting to just put up a persona that's perfect.
Well, from one mom to another, you go, girl. Mo and
Thank
I
you.
are super rooting for you. I'll just pick up with what Mo said or has been talking about when it comes to social media presence, because you've also been quite outspoken with certain issues when it comes to Siargao because of your love and care for that area and space, no? What is your take about the real estate currently happening in Siargao? Because there's been a lot of talk about prices skyrocketing simply because a lot of incoming foreigners are also building and creating also, of course, their own businesses, and the prices have been insane. Tell us about that.
Well, for example, the flights are super duper expensive to Siargao. I've been very vocal about that. I have had a real go viral because of it, and honestly, I shared that not knowing that it was something that so many people related to, and not realizing that, it is not normal to have something so expensive for something that should be like a right for Filipinos to travel within the Philippines. And for example, like I said, the plane tickets, it's just becoming accessible to Filipinos with money and foreigners, because it's, they're paying with the dollar or euro. And it's sad. Like, also the cost of food or every little thing is geared towards tourists. And as somebody who lives here and who has friends who are locals, and we see that things are not affordable for the people who do live here, not just visiting, it's sad and disheartening. And sometimes I feel like I'm just a person on the internet saying what I need to say, but I just share in hopes of the right people can see it, whether it's policymakers or the local government, so that this can be, first of all, talked about and then acted upon. Because Siargao is Siargao because of the people here, the surfers, the people who work in service, and we need to be able to help improve their lives. Because people who come here and make businesses or start businesses, they're probably making money based on the business that we're able to make work for them. But how about the ones who live here? Are their quality of lives better? So it's disheartening to see. I see some people whose lives are getting better, but I don't think it's the same for everybody. And I'm just coming from a place of privilege to be able to say that out loud and to have the platform to say it. And yeah, like you said, I do use my social media once in a while to say the things that not many people talk about, because people talk about Siargao and the parties and how nice it is, but there's a lot of realities that people don't realize.
Well,
that I hope can change.
We're definitely stoked that you bring all of these important concerns for Siargao. And we'll pick up on that later on, because you just reminded me, yes, that post did go viral. So we'll talk more. For now, we'll take a quick break. We'll hear more from Elaine Abonal when the Daily Dish returns. Don't go away.
Hello, welcome back to the Daily Dish. Still with us, Elaine Abonal of Surfista Siargao via Zoom in Siargao. We wish we were joining you in Siargao right now.
Yeah, it's a sunny day. You should
We can see.
Oh, beautiful.
We love it.
Well, Elaine, surfing is hard. but really fun. What has the ocean taught you? Because surfing is a lot of just surrendering and letting go. But you also have to be in the correct timing and mindset when you're in the ocean. What has surfing taught you about yourself with letting go and just being in the present?
Ooh, I can spend the whole I can spend the whole afternoon having metaphors of life and surfing. Yeah, I think when you just compare your journey when you start to surf and then continue surfing to life, there's a lot of metaphors. Like one, getting back up right after you fall. So that has taught me to never give up. And second, to keep going, that if you really want something, say if you really want to surf and stand up on the board, you can't assume that the first surf lesson or the first wave that you didn't catch is a definition of who you are. You just have to keep going and being persistent, which is, again, another lesson that life teaches you. Another, I think, very important for the ocean is, like in life, nothing is ever predictable. Everything will always change. And what you can control is yourself. And if you just learn to go with the flow, like with the waves, or adjust to the conditions that are given to you, because you can't tell the ocean, "Oh, be perfect for me today."
Right.
You can't do that. Yeah, you just learn to go with the flow and adjust to the conditions given to you. I can like write 100 life lessons that surfing has taught me, but it's really, I think, shape the character. It can shape your character or myself of who I am if you really take the lessons from it. Because you can just take surfing or take lessons and just think it was just like a one-time thing. But the ocean and surfing has taught me a lot.
Elaine, you should totally write a book about all the ocean has taught you. I would totally read that book. But I'm actually really curious, with the young surfers and maybe the new surfers, what's the common fear that you see in them when they start surfing, and how do you overcome them?
For the young surfers, I noticed that the most fearful are the ones that are not used to the water or the ocean. So it's usually kids that can't swim, or even adults that have never been in a body of water before. I think that's it. Otherwise, if you're used to the water or are always swimming, you know how to swim, surfing is just another thing, another fun thing to add. So if you want to start surfing, or if you have a child that you want to experience surfing, I think just get them used to the water, in a pool, in the ocean, not be scared to get wipe out or go under the water. Yeah, I think,
You know, funny enough, you're mentioning about kids, but kids actually learn surfing easily, right? Because my 9-year-old that time, who's 10 years old now, got to try surfing, and he got up really easy. And the instructors there in Siargao would say, actually, pag bata, ma'am, mas madali. You know, they easily get stoked. They could easily stand up. So yeah, I think it's a wonderful sport for kids out there to try on. Now, living there in Siargao, what we really want to know is your vision for Siargao. Well, not just for Siargao itself, but also for Surfista, or Surfista rather.
My vision. I just hope that because one, I know it's gonna progress. There's no stopping in that. Like, I cannot control it. But my hope is that it's in a way that is sustainable for the community, sustainable for the environment and the island, respectful of each other. Because now there's a lot of groups of people coming in on the island, not just from the Philippines, but around the world. And I hope that the community stays strong and close, because that's what Siargao is known for. That's why I'm here. The community is close and respectful to each other. And I really hope that continues. And same with Surfista. I just hope that it shares the love of surfing and of this island in a way that keeps the pride of the locals still intact, but still being open to the rest of the world or to other people. So I just hope that it's in a way that it doesn't become what others say, like it's not paradise anymore, or it's ugly, or it's ruined. I don't think so. Progress will happen, but I hope that it's in a sustainable way where everybody can work together, and the local government still empower the people who are actually from here.
Now we're gonna do our favorite segment, but I don't think the name is appropriate. It's called Rapid Fire. We're gonna change it to Rapid Wave. Since you're not really used to fire, you're used to water.
Okay.
So we'll do a quick Rapid Wave segment. So whatever comes to mind, just let us know. We'll start with Chal.
Yeah, this is the first time we're actually doing rapid fire with someone all the way from Siargao. So this is it for you. First question, favorite surf spot in Siargao?
Oh, Dako.
All right, sunrise or sunset surf?
Sunrise.
Noted. Board shorts or wetsuit?
Board shorts.
Okay. One word to describe Siargao.
Oh, home.
Okay,
Oh.
Elaine, big waves or small, clean waves?
Small, clean waves. My husband will say big waves.
What is your favorite family activity off the water?
Off the water. Just being together watching a movie on a rainy day. It's a rainy season, so we like to watch together or read books.
Okay, this one I really want to know from you. Go to post-surf meal in Siargao.
Oof. Anything Filipino breakfast.
Oh, yes.
Always,
100%.
always.
All right,
Even the carinderia.
Those are the best.
Yeah. Rice, egg, like all the proteins and rice.
All the silogs.
Yes,
All right,
yeah.
Elaine, what is your dream surf destination that you haven't been to yet?
Hawaii, I've never been there. I've never been to Hawaii.
Oh, we should get you to Hawaii.
One
Yay.
advice, what about one advice you always tell beginner surfers?
When you fall, you just get right back up.
Okay, so if you had ₱1 billion right now, how would you use it to promote surfing in Siargao?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I would probably sponsor all the local talented surfers who don't have the funds to do what they love to do, which is surf and compete. Because there's a ton of amazing local surfers out there who don't have the means to do it. So I think that's the one I would do first.
Sweet.
Wonderfully answered.
Thank you for joining us, Elaine. Next time, we hope to join you in Siargao.
I know we see that sunlight over there from the back. Thank you for sharing that sunny day with us, all the way from Siargao. Again, that's Elaine, of course, from Surfista. Thank you at maraming salamat for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me. Bye.
Bye. All right, up next, we have world sports and entertainment. Stay tuned to The Daily Dish. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to the Daily Dish. We begin world news in Mexico, where there's mayhem just hours after the killing of drug lord Nemesio Oseguera Cervantes, also known as El Mencho. Gunmen suspected to be his supporters blocked highways in Guadalajara, set vehicles and businesses ablaze, and attacked a National Guard base. Authorities reported burnt cars, bullet-riddled shop windows, and recommended that residents stay indoors while public transit was temporarily suspended. Reports say the attacks were revenge for El Mencho's death and warn of further violence as rival groups vie for control of his cartel. After years of evading arrest, the notorious cartel leader died in a military operation Sunday. North Korea's ruling party re-elects Kim Jong-un as General Secretary. This comes as little surprise given the Kim family has ruled the dictatorship since the late 1940s. State media credit him for boosting the country's prestige and strengthening the military into a, quote, elite and powerful army. Despite long-standing international sanctions, North Korea has continued to build its nuclear capabilities, regularly testing banned intercontinental missiles. This has turned Pyongyang into a far bigger challenge for the West, especially the U.S.
Italy closes the 2026 Winter Olympics with a spectacular ceremony in Verona's ancient arena. The games held across Milan and Cortina d'Ampezzo passed smoothly, with Italy winning a record 30 medals. The closing event, titled Beauty in Action, featured ballet, opera, and DJ performances amid tight security and protest over housing and environmental concerns. Attention now shifts to the French Alps, expected to follow Italy's blueprint for sustainable venues in the 2030 Winter Olympics. Filipina tennis ace Alex Ayala hits a new career high, climbing to world number 31 in the WTA rankings. The 20-year-old jumped 16 spots after reaching the quarterfinals in the Dubai Tennis Championships, making her third career win over a top 10 player. Ayala beat Jasmine Paolini in Dubai and continues her strong run after earlier setbacks at the Qatar Open. She now looks ahead to the main draw stints at the Indian Wells and the Miami Open following last year's breakout performance in Miami.
Hannah isn't just making a cameo, she's reclaiming the spotlight. Miley Cyrus has officially stepped back into her Disney roots, spotted filming the Hannah Montana 20th anniversary special in Malibu. Dressed in the signature platinum wig and oversized shades, she fully embraced the pop alter ego that launched her career nearly 2 decades ago. Adding to the throwback moment, Miley was seen behind the wheel of a classic black Ford Mustang convertible, the same model her character famously drove in the original series. The special marks 20 years since Hannah Montana premiered on the Disney Channel in 2006, and fans are already buzzing with nostalgia. Dark comedy, one battle after another, dominated the British Academy Film Awards, taking home 6 BAFTAs, including Best Film and Best Director for Paul Thomas Anderson. The film edged out home favorite Hamnet and vampire thriller Sinners in the night's top categories. In his speech, Anderson thanked the cast, giving special recognition to Leonardo DiCaprio and urged creatives to keep making things without fear.
We have a line from Nina Simone that we stole in our film. She says, "I know what freedom is. It's no fear." So let's keep making things without fear. It's a good idea.
Leonardo DiCaprio urged creatives for keeping making things without fear, as I said a while ago. Meanwhile, Robert Aramayo pulled off the biggest upset of the night, winning Best Actor over nominees including Timothy Chalamet. The ceremony also marked the first joint public appearance of Prince William and Princess Kate of Wales, following the headlines involving William's uncle, former Prince Andrew, earlier this week.
From Hollywood to homegrown honors, here at home, Bilyonaryo News Channel's flagship program, Agenda, also triumphed at the first ever BAFTA Awards. The program was recognized for top excellence in business news for its in-depth reporting on economic issues. BAFTA cited Agenda for empowering viewers while raising the standards of broadcast journalism in the country. Congratulations, the team Agenda. Let's give a big round of applause, right? And as always, BNC promises to remain bold, brave, and beyond. Toronto's rising R&B hitmaker is in the house. Up next, we sit down with Filipino Canadian singer, songwriter, and producer Pino to talk about his latest project, O2, and the story behind his sound. Stay tuned. The Daily Dish will be right back.
Welcome back to the Daily Dish. We've got a special guest in the studio today. He is a Toronto-based R&B artist who grew up in a Filipino household where karaoke was a basic daily routine. And now he's turning that love for music into his own sound.
These days, he's behind his latest project, EP02, blending early 2000s vibe with a fresh modern twist. Let's get into his journey, his music, and what's coming next. Everybody, please welcome Filipino Canadian singer Pino in the house. Mabuhay and welcome.
Mabuhay and welcome back home.
Thank you so much.
Right?
Thank
Because
you.
we were doing our research on you, and obviously we know that you are Filipino heritage,
Yeah.
born in Canada,
Yep.
but never lived here.
No, I never lived here. This is my first time back actually since 10 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Yes. What was your earliest memories of the Philippines when you came here?
My earliest memories
At
were-
13.
Yeah, I was 13.
Yeah.
So my parents brought me over here and we like island hopped for like 2 months. It was my freshman year, so I missed 2 months of high school.
Wow.
But I loved it though.
I would say categorically that's great parenting. Kudos. I would like to go island
Agree.
hopping for 2 months.
Agree.
Would you?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
With Siargao, of course.
With Siargao, yeah.
So, Pino, when we mentioned karaoke, when Ferdi was saying karaoke, we can't help but all relate as Filipinos,
of
right?
course, yeah.
But this has shaped you to what you are actually achieving nowadays. Tell us about those memories so we could also reminisce our childhood and growing up with karaoke.
So growing up, a lot of my family went to my tito's house, my tito Vic, and his basement was like almost a studio, like a stage. So we do a lot of karaoke together, live singing, band, and all that sort. So I grew up in a musical household for sure, and that's kind of what shaped the artist I am today. Yeah.
Where do you think you inherited your talent? From your dad's side, your mom's side, or Uncle Vic?
My dad's side, also Uncle Vic, for sure I'd say. Yeah.
Is your dad here?
Oh no, they're in Portugal right now actually. They're just visiting.
Oh, traveling.
Yeah, they're traveling.
I'd like to be Portugal.
Ano ba? Island hopping or Portugal?
Portugal has islands.
Well, speaking about karaoke as well, tell us what songs you grew up with. What were you singing back then as compared to
wow.
what you have now for your album?
I was actually just watching, to be honest. Because I was still small, I was more so dancing. Because when I was younger, I'd impersonate Michael Jackson and stuff like that.
Oh
So-
no, you said
MJ
dancing.
and dancing.
Yeah.
You know we've got a tradition here on the Daily Dish. That
Oh,
after
yeah.
our show, we're gonna make you dance with us.
Really?
Are you
Yeah.
down with that?
We're not asking, we're telling
We're
you it's
telling
happening.
Oh, okay. I guess
For
it's
real,
gonna
for real.
happen. I guess
Yes.
it's happening. Yeah.
Well, let's talk about the album that you
Yes.
have out. That's why you're here back in Manila after 10 years.
Yeah.
How long was it for you to create this?
Honestly, this was a few months really. So from last summer is when it started, and from then I just kept on making songs for the project. It just came together naturally. So yeah, from last year until when it released in October. Yeah.
Why
And-
O2? Yeah.
And what is okay? Because us, we like to categorize markets. Who are you talking to, or who do you want to reach out to for with your music?
In terms of audience?
Yeah.
I want to touch everyone's ears. I want to get to everyone, honestly. Like internationally, poor, rich, like everyone.
Yeah, but what's the flavor of your song?
Oh, it's like yearning R&B for sure. Upbeat, dancing, but it's very yearning. Yeah.
It's yearning.
I like what you said. I want to touch everyone's ears and hopefully hearts too, right?
Of course. Oh, hearts
Okay,
for sure.
of course.
Yeah.
Oh no, here we go. The tita's gonna be asking if you're single or not.
Oh,
Ala.
yeah, I'm single. I'm single.
Well, how
Okay, guys,
young-
let's answer that.
How young are you?
I'm 24. I'm turning 24 this year. That's why the EP name is O2, because I was born in 2002.
There, I was gonna ask that. O2. Well, 24?
This year, yeah.
Okay, so just add 2 more years
He
and
was
we're the
born
same age.
He was born
Yeah.
in 2000. I just got heartburn, right? Excuse me.
Okay, well, we're so proud about what you are doing and
Thank you.
carrying the banner for Filipinos as well as international artists abroad. Tell us how the writing happened to be. Is it something that you're involved with? Do you also write?
I was actually out here for a songwriting camp that my friend Addy set up. So I was out here doing that for the first week I was here. It was with a lot of great Filipino artists from America, Canada for sure, and out here as well. So yeah, I was out here for a songwriting camp. It was nice. Yeah.
Do you think that artists with Filipino heritage are breaking glass ceilings in Canada? We've got a lot. Olivia Rodrigo. We've got Cat's Eye Sophia. We've got a lot of Filipinos out there in U.S. creating noise.
For sure.
What about Canada? Do we have any notables aside from yourself that's breaking the glass ceiling?
For sure. I have one of my homies, Dylan Sinclair. He's doing well. He's half Filipino. But no, there's definitely a lot more for sure. Yeah.
And is it sorry?
Go ahead.
Is it hard for you to break into the market since let's talk about it. I mean, it's racial sometimes, right? But talent should be colorless.
Exactly.
But of course, your market also looks at he's an R&B singer. It has to be a certain look.
Yeah.
Right. Was it difficult for you?
I wouldn't say it was difficult at all. More so the way I blew up was through TikTok, and I was doing covers and stuff like that. So it was easy. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I noticed earlier on when we were flashing some clips of what you've been doing that in your album, correct me if I'm wrong, you were actually wearing a barong.
Yeah, I was wearing a custom barong actually.
I saw that.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Talk about that. Was that part of a decision that you made for yourself as well?
For sure, no. Because my name is Pino, right? So the reason why I chose that name was because I was the only Filipino in my high school. So
represent.
Exactly that. So I chose it. But the reason why I wore the barong in my EP cover was because I wanted to represent. Because before, most of my aesthetic was just dark and there wasn't sort of an identity. I wanted to incorporate Filipino culture, of course, because my name is Pino. So that's the intention behind that. Yeah.
Any favorite song with all the songs that you've written?
I would say One Call.
One Call. We know you've got your voice is not 100% today.
Yeah.
But we'd like to hear
please.
A line or two perhaps,
Okay.
if you be kind enough.
The chorus is, you gotta do better than that, but I already know that you won't. I don't truly take it, don't like the way you deal with me now.
Awesome! My gosh!
Did you hear Drake in that? I heard Drake.
I heard a little bit of Babyface as well, and a mix of here and there. Hey, if you ever need a backup singer, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm not sure if it's gonna do good in your career, but we're here.
Okay.
No, really great singing.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's talk more about the album since Ferdi brought it up and
Yeah.
you mentioned the songs. Now, how many songs are in there aside from your favorites? Tell us what it's all about.
There's 7 songs. So there's I think 4 solo songs and then 3 collaborations. So yeah, it's mostly 2000s influence, very nostalgic, but with a modern touch to it. It's all the music I grew up on because in kindergarten I was listening to CD mixtapes my brother burned, and it was all the new hip hop and R&B hits from.
Did you say
that time.
CD mixtapes?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
burn?
Yeah.
Burn? Was that still a thing then?
What is that?
You're making me feel good right now, okay?
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute.
You're speaking our language.
Yeah.
Literally.
Go ahead.
No, but yeah, my brother, he would burn these CDs and mixtapes of just all the new music bubbling in around 2006, 2008. And that's what I would listen to growing up, as well as my dad. He would listen to Luther Vandross and Journey and stuff like that. My mother would listen to Bobby Brown. So it was really a mix of Western, R&B, hip-hop, and all of that, yeah.
Yeah, I heard that you're also influenced by Whitney Houston.
Yeah, I love Whitney, yeah.
Okay, so like what song of Whitney's were you influenced by? Because it's certainly not the look of Whitney Houston because...
Yeah. No, with Whitney, I just love her music, like listening to her and stuff like that. But I'm Your Baby Tonight and All the Man That I Need is probably my 2 favorite songs from her.
That's your mom's influence, I'm sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Brought to you by Mom.
Yeah.
But also, I'd like to know if you have any influences or Filipino artists that you actually look up to.
For sure. I've been doing more research of like OPM stuff, so I've been listening to a lot of Kyla. Jaya, is it?
Jaya.
Yes.
Jaya, I know you're watching. EI, I miss you. You should really meet her.
So Jaya, JR, and South Border. So that's what I've been listening to right now, like doing my research.
Yes. So these people also have, some of the flavors that you probably introduced already in your album. And what about now? Your favorite artist currently, or someone that you look up to right now? Doesn't have to be Filipino, but someone that you listen to and get influenced with as well.
I would say my biggest influence and part of the reason why I'm making music is Aaliyah. Aaliyah, Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder. Definitely a lot of influence for sure.
I love these answers because you know what? I don't feel so old.
No, these are the names that I actually grew up with as well. When you say Aaliyah, hindi Aaliyah Parks ha, Aaliyah, those who got that reference, okay. So, but Aaliyah as a singer, as a rapper as well. Oh
Gone
my gosh.
too soon, Aaliyah.
Yes,
Gone
I am
too
with you
soon.
with that.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
But what about Filipino artists that you think can break out into the global stage that you want to work with?
I'm working with my friend Fern. He's big out here. Kylo as well. But those two, for sure. They do R&B as well.
And why did you think coming back to the Philippines is a way for you to share your craft and to open up your market here?
It was actually my friend Addy. He told me I should just come out here, just come back to my roots and sort of touch the market over here, because I've just been cooped up in Toronto, so I haven't really been out too much other than New York or like Los Angeles. So it made sense to come back home, honestly. So that was the intention. Yeah.
So you've been here since when?
The January 29th.
January 29th, and you'll be leaving soon. How has the experience been so far?
I love it. Next time I definitely want to island hop again, but
not for 2 months.
Yeah, not for 2 months. But no, it was nice. Like the food. I saw my family as well, and just been doing a lot of networking, studio sessions. But I met a lot of great people. I'm gonna miss it.
Have you been influenced to write more songs since you came over here?
Oh, for sure. Touching down, like I saw so much inspiration when I touched down. So when I get back home, I'm gonna definitely reminisce and write more music.
Yeah, but you know that the Filipinos were one of two things. We're very sappy when it comes to song.
We are.
We love love.
We love love. We love the pain of love. We love the joy of love, and we like the gloriousness of love.
Kaya nga love the Philippines,
Exactly,
right?
love the Philippines. Yeah.
So yeah, I do agree. I think where Ferdi's getting with that is that being sappy talaga.
Sappy. Because everything is sappy. You know who pointed this out to me? My friend who's actually Danish.
Oh yeah.
He's like, Filipinos, and we're going to go to the hospital to visit a friend, and he said Filipino songs are quite sappy. It's all about love, it's all about pain and love of love and stuff. I was like, no, that's impossible. Of course not.
And then you start listening to...
No. We go right in the hospital lobby, and there's a pianist playing Filipino sappy songs. I was like, you're right.
Wow.
Perfect. No, but we're not ashamed of it.
No,
of course, no.
We're proud of
it.
that,
We're very proud of it.
when it comes to love. So tell us, with your music, are we going to be hearing an injection of Filipino singing as well?
Actually,
and a lot of influences? Or do you already have it right now in your album?
Actually, right after this, I'm gonna go shoot a music video tonight, and it's with my friends as well, Fern and Kylo, and it's the first song that I'm speaking Tagalog and singing in Tagalog. So yeah.
What's the title? Do we get a preview?
It's called I Don't Wanna Lose.
I Don't Want...
This is it.
Oh no, this is released.
I Don't Wanna Lose,
yeah.
and you're gonna be singing in Filipino.
Yeah, it's like English and Tagalog.
So, kumusta naman ang Tagalog mo?
Medyo ngayos, like.
Medyo ayos naman.
Yeah. But no, I definitely fluently understand, but speaking, I could work on it.
All right, so but before you do your music video later, Chal and I urge you to eat sinigang to help you with your voice.
Pansit.
Oh, for sure.
And
For happiness.
adobo. You know why?
Yeah.
Because your Filipino will come out.
Of course.
1,000%. It's
Right then and there.
It's a game changer.
Yeah.
Okay? You gotta.
Will do.
And have halo-halo after.
Sige.
Yeah. After you sing. The halo-halo comes after with ice.
Yes.
Okay, well, any favorite Filipino food, since Ferdi's been bringing up all the food here?
I'm hungry.
Making us hungry.
I loved, as a kid, I loved tocino. Like, tocino every morning.
Everyone's been talking about breakfast, Filipino breakfast. Same with our guest earlier on. Tocino, anything else?
Beef caldereta, Chicken adobo, of course. Yeah.
Adobo. Okay.
Chicken adobo.
So we heard your vocals aren't 100% like what
Yeah.
Ferdi mentioned earlier on. So instead of a full performance, we're putting you in the hot seat. Okay. With a quick rapid fire, but I'm sure you could spit out your answer quickly.
For sure, yeah.
Okay. So just say the first thing that comes into your mind. All right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You go first.
I go first. Okay. Studio session or live stage?
Studio.
Lyrics first or melody first?
Melody.
Okay. Heartbreak anthem or love song? Both sappy.
Love song.
Love song.
What's your go-to karaoke track?
So Sick by Neo.
Neo.
Yeah.
Okay, a Filipino artist you'd love to collaborate with.
Aside from the ones you mentioned.
Aside, I want to mention them though.
Okay, go for it.
Kyla.
Kyla, if you're listening.
Yeah.
And what about an international artist you'd love to work with?
International. There's a lot.
Name one.
Drake.
Drake,
said.
okay.
Drake said. Produce for yourself or produce for someone else?
Myself.
Okay.
You actually produced your own.
Yeah, I started as a producer. Yeah.
It really was a producer and then now an artist.
Exactly.
Wow. I know I can produce and then sing. Okay. One word to describe EPO2.
Nostalgic.
Definitely.
A Filipino song currently on repeat in your playlist.
Hanggang ngayon.
Which
Sample, ano yun?
sample?
Do it.
At sa hating gabi, sa pagtulog mo, kahit naman ngayon, ay ikaw pa rin. I don't know.
Yeah, I know it.
Yeah,
I know.
that one. Yeah.
I know what you're singing. Okay. If you could eat one Filipino dish every day, aside from tocino, what would it be?
Oh my God.
Every single day back in
Every
Toronto.
day. Tapsilog.
It's all about the logs.
Breakfast food pa rin.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you had $1 billion pesos converted to Canadian, what's the first thing you'd buy?
A condo in BGC.
Okay.
And stay back here
you can
in
buy
Manila.
a building.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now we'll mention a few artists who inspire your journey. If you're up for it, sing just a short line from one of their songs. Is that possible?
Yeah.
All right. So first artist.
Okay. Here we go. Sing a line from a song by Whitney Houston.
Oh, Whitney Houston.
Damn, that's how we started, huh? Whitney Houston.
A few stolen moments is all that we share. You've got your family and they need you there.
Wow.
Okay.
What about a song from MJ, Michael Jackson?
Oh. My life will never be the same. Girl, you came and changed the way I walk, the way I talk. I cannot explain.
Wonderful. I am an MJ
that.
fan. I really am an MJ fan with you there. Okay, I can even do the moonwalk, you know. Next time. Okay, sing a line from the song by The Weeknd.
Oh. All that money, the money is the motive. All that money, the money is the motive. All that money, the money is the motive. Girl, put in work, girl, put in work.
We're making him work extra hard, just so you guys know.
Two more, okay? Who is your all-time favorite artist?
Yeah.
Who is it?
Michael Jackson.
MJ, okay, but you already sang. Can you sing another song from another song of his? Or you want us to choose?
Tell him that it's human nature. Why does he do it that way?
I love it.
Love it. Perfect song choice. And finally, sing a short line from one of your tracks from O2.
I know your name. I just need a little bit more info to know where to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, Pino in the house.
Pino, but
here at Daily Dish.
before we go to the next segment, Pino, please invite all our viewers to support your album.
For sure. You guys can follow me at Pino Ako on Instagram, Pino on all platforms and music platforms as well. But thank you guys for having me so much.
Thank you so
My
much,
pleasure.
Pino. We are so excited to see where your journey takes you to the next stage, and we're sure you're going to be the Philippines' pride around the world. Thank you so much. All right. We'll be back soon. Stay with us.
tomorrow, we'll get to know improv actor, host, and stand-up comic Ansis C. We'll also have OPM singer Mark Bautista on his upcoming concert. That's at noon, only here on the Bilyonaryo News Channel. That's it for us today, Monday, February 23. Join us again tomorrow for more Real Talk.
A lot of spilled tea.
With a zero filter, I'm Monique Tuzon-Basi. Anytime is a good time because it's always more fun with us.
I'm Ferdi Salvador, always on top with the news and stories that matter most.
I'm Chal Lontoc. Stay tuned to the Bilyonaryo News Channel.
Thanks for making us your lunchtime companion. I'm Mai Rodriguez, and that's the Daily Dish. Sir!